Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the motor wiring harness in an LG washer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers, a pair of side cutters, a socket wrench with a small extension, 17 millimeters and 10 millimeters heads, small zip tie, and a plastic mallet. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new motor wiring harness. This harness connects the stator and the rotor positioning sensor to the main control board harness. It's located under the washer. If your washer stops working and displays the error code LE, check the motor wiring harness and replace it if needed. So here we are at the back of the washer and looking at this rear access panel that we need to remove to get the job done. So Phillips screwdriver, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 Phillips screws that we need to remove. So next I'm going to push up the panel, that access panel, release the bottom and slide it down to release the top. Next we need to remove this rotor. I need to take out that bolt. It's a 17 millimeters. I'm using this 17 millimeters socket head. And I'm going to use the mallet. I'm going to loosen it up. Put it aside. We're going to use it again. And now we're going to remove this rotor. Be careful. Don't let it pinch your fingertips. Slide it side to side. It's loaded with the magnets inside, so be very careful. Okay. Next, I need to take several Phillips screws out. I'm going to start with this ground wire here. And next screw is right here. And we're going to move up. This one. Another ground wire. And screw right there that holds the bracket. And take off the bracket. Next, I need to take out this stator. It's held in place by 6 10 millimeter bolts. So we switched the head on our socket wrench to 10 millimeters. And I'm going to take him out. And the last one, while we're taking it out, we need to support the stator and slowly take it down. Next, I need to disconnect the 2 plugs. This one we have a tab here. I'm going to push it and pull out. This will have 2 tabs on the sides. Squeeze it and pull out. Remove it and put it aside. Alright, so we follow the harness to the bottom, and I'm going to use the pair of side cutters to snap off this zip tie. Next, I'm going to pull out this harness so we can see the plugs right there. Next, we need to untie the strap here. And we're going to take it off. Next, I'm going to pull up the plastic bag here. So we're going to expose the connectors. I'm going to remove this connectors. So I'm going to unplug them, press the tab here, pull it out, turn this one around, and this plug will require a flat blade screwdriver. Press down and disconnect it. Next, I'm going to remove this plastic retaining clip from the old harness, and we're going to reuse it on the new one. This is the old motor wiring harness next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. All right, now I'm going to install this clip onto the new harness. I'm going to slide it on, and if we need it, we're going to adjust it on the spot. All right, now I'm going to pull out these two plugs. I'm going to hold it and bring a harness, and we're going to plug them on. Next, I'm going to pull over the plastic. That's our water safe plastic, and I'm going to install that tie. I'm gonna put it down, and now I'm gonna attach this harness to this metal bracket with the zip tie. Okay, so let's be nice and tidy, and I'm gonna clip off these extras using the side cutters. And now we can pull out and attach the ground wire right here. I'm using a single Phillips screw. Make sure it's tight. Next, I'm going to attach this ground wire over here. The same single Phillips screw using the Phillips screwdriver. And remember, it should be tight. All the ground wires, screws should be tight. All right, so we got here two plugs, and I'm going to bring in the stator, and I'm going to dress up in the gloves. So I'm going to bring in the stator, hold on to it, and I'm going to plug it in. First, we're going to plug that RPS, and then the stator itself. All right, make sure the plugs are good. It's not going to come out. And then I'm going to turn it over and install it. All right, so I'm going to match the holes and hold on to that. It's kind of heavy. And I'm going to place one of the bolts and the other one. And I'm going to place the rest of them. And now I'm going to use this 10mm socket wrench. I'm going to tighten them. Next, I'm going to install this retainer bracket. There's a pin over here, right there, and that pin goes into the upper hole, and the bottom hole we're going to match them with the hole in the top and secure it with the Phillips screw. Next, I'm going to secure this clip here. Secure this screw with the Phillips screwdriver. Now I'm going to install the rotor. The splines on the shaft would need to be matched with the splines in the opening here. So we're going to place it on. Remember, it still has magnets, so take care of your fingertips. Rock it side to side. All right. And I'm going to secure it with this 17mm bolt. I'm going to use a 17mm head. And to tighten it, I'm going to use this plastic mallet. I'm going to knock several times, maybe 2 would be enough. Right, I'm going to install this rear access panel. We're going to slide the top first in, all the way, and then bring the bottom in, and we're gonna push it down. Now I'm going to secure the panel with 4 Phillips screws. I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. Plug the washer in and make sure it runs good. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.